Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Alex with the WP Creators Club. And really quick, I just want to show you how to migrate an existing Divi website from HTTP to HTTPS when you have an SSL certificate installed. It's a question that comes up a lot when the website's already made. If you're just starting out, it's easy to start out using SSL. But if you already have an existing website, it's got a lot of content on it. How do you migrate everything? And I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you a way that doesn't require you to keep a plugin installed long term. I like to keep my WordPress installs and my websites as lean as possible while getting the job done. So here is a website I just put together using a Divi theme or layout that comes with Divi. And actually, what I'm going to show you will work on any website. There's just one extra step specific to Divi that I will show you as well. And you'll see we're just loading an insecure connection over HTTP. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your SSL certificate is installed. So install that first. And we can test out if it's installed by doing, visiting HTTPS and then your website. And because it didn't give me the connection error saying there is no SSL certificate or there's not a secure connection, we know that it's installed, the site's loaded. But we are going to have a message that says your site is not fully secure. And if I open the inspector here in Chrome in the console, we'll see that the page was loaded over HTTPS but requested an insecure image. And there's going to be a bunch of those insecure images. We've got 14 here because all of our images are being served over HTTP. So here's how to change that really quickly. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into plugins and we're going to install a plugin called Velvet Blues. And it's right in the WordPress repository. I'm going to go, let me go to add new here. And if you just type in Velvet Blues, it's this one right here, Velvet Blues 300,000 active installations by velvetblues.com. This is the one that we want. So we're going to go over here to tools and we're going to go to update URLs, which is a page that is added by the plugin. And you're going to copy your domain name up here. And yours probably won't have the HTTPS there, and that's okay. So yours will probably look like this, and you want it to have the HTTP:// and then whatever your URL is, your domain name. And you're going to put the same thing on the bottom here, only you're going to include the S at the end of the bottom one. If when you copy or put these over, it includes a trailing slash, you want to make sure you remove that. We just want it to end in whatever your extension is, so .com, .org, .net, whatever it might be. I'm on a local installation here, so I have .local. So you put your old one in, you put your new one down here, and then you're going to go ahead and check all these boxes except for the last one. If you had a development site, you could leave this. It's not probably that big of a deal for what we're doing if you check this box, but I would just for sure check the first 5, leave the 6th one unchecked. And then we're just going to click Update URLs now. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through your database and update all instances of your old URL to your new one, which in this case is just adding the S at the end of HTTPS. And now you'll notice if we jump back to the front page of our website, we still have the connection is not secure. However, if we do the inspector, let's come down here real quick to one of these images. You'll see that our images are being served over HTTPS. So this is what I mentioned earlier that is specific to Divi because of where Divi stores the site logo. Whoops, if I inspect the site logo, it is still being served over HTTP. Even though the link is HTTPS now, the image itself is HTTP. So for Divi, what we want to do is jump back to our dashboard here real quick, come into our Divi settings, and just update this guy to be HTTPS. And the same goes if you have a icon set in the theme customizer, you're going to want to update that to be HTTPS as well. Now, if we jump back to the front end of our website, you'll see that we have the secure lock. Our connection is secure. All of our items are being served over HTTPS. But there's one last step. And before we do that last step, I'll go into plugins and delete it because we actually don't need this plugin anymore. It's done its job. And now we can remove it. The last step is to go into your settings and update your settings to be HTTPS as well. That way all future things that you upload into the media library will be uploaded to be served over the secure sockets layer there, the secure connection. So I'll hit save changes. I'll jump back to the front of the website here. And if your website logs you out in between when you switch to HTTPS, that's totally fine. That's not uncommon. Um, you'll just log back in and you'll be using a secure connection. And now we'll look. Our logo is HTTPS. All our links are HTTPS, which you can see in the lower left corner there. And your site is good to go using the secure sockets layer. So that's all there is to it. If you guys have any questions or you get stuck, definitely let me know about it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and happy designing.